Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. In this presentation, we will explore the diagnostic trouble code DTC P049D, which indicates that the EGR, or exhaust gas recirculation control position, has exceeded its learning limit. This issue can lead to increased emissions and reduced engine efficiency. The Honda Fit, manufactured between 2015 and 2020, may experience this diagnostic code due to various electrical or mechanical failures related to the EGR system. The EGR valve is crucial for controlling the flow of exhaust gases back into the engine cylinders to lower combustion temperatures and reduce nitrogen oxide emissions. Accurate diagnostics are key to effectively resolving this issue, which is what we intend to achieve in this guide. The DTC P049D indicates a problem with the EGR control position, specifically stating it has exceeded the learning limit. The EGR valve plays a significant role in regulating the mixture of exhaust and fresh air that enters the engine, helping to lower combustion temperatures and reduce harmful emissions. In the Honda Fit, the EGR valve is typically located on or near the intake manifold. When functioning properly, it opens and closes at specific intervals to allow a controlled amount of exhaust gases back into the intake system. If the EGR valve cannot achieve the required positions, the control system registers this as an exceedance and triggers DTC P049D. The Engine Control Module, ECM, a computer that manages engine functions, monitors the EGR for its performance and learning limits. Several possible causes can lead to the DTC P049D error code. A faulty EGR valve itself is often the primary suspect. If it becomes carbon-fouled or damaged, it may not operate correctly, leading to position exceedance. Additionally, electrical wiring issues can arise, such as frayed wires or poor connections that inhibit the EGR's operation, causing it to exceed its predetermined limits. Problems with electrical connectors may also be to blame. A loose or corroded connector can obstruct signals necessary for the EGR system's proper operation. Each of these components must be carefully examined as part of the troubleshooting process. Identifying the root cause is crucial for ensuring the integrity of the EGR system and the vehicle's overall performance. Various symptoms may present themselves when DTC P049D is triggered. Drivers may experience reduced engine performance, characterized by sluggish acceleration and unresponsive throttle input. Another common symptom is the illumination of the check engine light on the dashboard, indicating that there is an issue that requires attention. Furthermore, if the EGR system is not functioning correctly, it can lead to increased emissions, potentially failing emissions tests or creating environmental concerns. Understanding these symptoms helps in promptly diagnosing the DTC P049D, which can prevent further complications in vehicle operation and compliance with emissions regulations. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P049D involves verifying the issue. Begin by turning the vehicle to the on mode, which powers the electronic components necessary for diagnostics. Next, utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear the existing DTC. This step refreshes the system and allows it to perform a new diagnostic check without prior errors affecting the outcome. After clearing the DTC, turn the vehicle to the off mode and then back to the on mode, waiting approximately 10 seconds before checking for any confirmed or pending DTCs once again, using the HDS. This method ensures that you accurately diagnose whether the DTC P049D remains active or if the issue was intermittent. If the code reappears, it signals a persistence of the problem, leading you to the next steps of troubleshooting. For the second step, once you have confirmed that DTC P049D is active, Continue by clearing the DTC again using the Honda Diagnostic system. Following this, switch the vehicle to the off mode and remove the EGR valve from its position, which requires careful detachment to avoid damaging connections. After this step, reconnect the EGR valve's 5P electrical connector without reinstalling the valve itself. Turn the vehicle to the on mode once more. This will allow you to visually check whether the EGR valve moves to its fully closed position as it should. If it does, you can rule out the valve being stuck open or closed, allowing you to progress to the next troubleshooting step. If it does not move correctly, it indicates a malfunction that needs addressing. In this step, confirm the condition of the EGR valve. Start by turning the vehicle to the off mode and disconnecting the connector from the EGR valve. Once detached, visually inspect the EGR valve for any accumulation of sludge or carbon deposits. These contaminants can impede the functionality of the valve, preventing it from closing or opening properly. If you observe sludge or carbon buildup, it is essential to clean the EGR valve thoroughly. After cleaning, recheck the system to see if DTC P049D reappears. If the DTC persists even after cleaning, then the EGR valve will need replacement, as it indicates that the valve is likely beyond repair. Should there be no visible contaminants, a replacement is also warranted. Step 4 focuses on checking the integrity of the wiring connections associated with the EGR valve. Again, turn the vehicle to the off mode and disconnect the EGR valve's 5P connector to ensure no power is flowing through while you perform the checks. Using a multimeter, check for continuity between test points 1 and 2. Test point 1 corresponds to the female terminal number 1 of the EGR valve 5P connector, while test point 2 connects to the vehicle's body ground. If continuity is confirmed, the PG3 wire is functioning correctly, allowing you to move on to the next step. However, if there is no continuity, it indicates an open in the PG3 wiring that needs to be repaired between the EGR valve and ground point G101. The final troubleshooting step involves examining the EGR wire, which is crucial for the operation of the electronic EGR system. Begin this step by jumping the SCS line using the Honda Diagnostics System, HDS. Allow more than 1 minute for this process. Afterward, you will need to disconnect the PCM connector C, which has 51 pins, to facilitate a thorough check. Using the multimeter, measure continuity between test points defined by the EGR valve 5P connector terminal 5 and PCM connector number 4. If continuity exists, it indicates that the EGR wire is intact, allowing you to explore authorized service information for possible additional issues, or consider substituting a known good PCM to diagnose the malfunction. Conversely, if continuity is absent, an open in the EGR wire between the PCM and EGR valve must be addressed, potentially requiring a repair or replacement. After completing the necessary repairs based on the previous troubleshooting steps, it's essential to verify that all repairs were successfully executed. Start by checking for confirmed DTCs to ensure that DTC P049D has been cleared from the system. If it remains active, it indicates further issues to consider. Next, conduct a test drive of the vehicle to simulate normal operating conditions, enabling the EGR system to be evaluated under real-world scenarios. It is also crucial to monitor the EGR functionality during this process to ensure that it operates within the expected parameters. Successful verification leads to confidence that the repairs have resolved the issue without introducing new problems. To prevent the recurrence of DTC P049D or related issues, implementing a proactive maintenance schedule is crucial. Regular cleaning of the EGR valve should be part of any maintenance plan, especially in high-mileage vehicles or those operating in harsh conditions where carbon buildup is likely. Additionally, routinely inspecting electrical connections associated with the EGR system can catch issues like corrosion or loose terminals early, avoiding future complications. Periodically performing diagnostic checks with the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, can provide insights into system health and prevent problems from becoming severe. Together, these practices maintain optimal EGR functionality and support the vehicle's overall performance. In conclusion, understanding the EGR system and DTC P049D is crucial for maintaining the efficiency and environmental compliance of the Honda Fit manufactured between 2015 and 2020. Following systematic diagnostic steps enables effective troubleshooting to identify and resolve issues related to the EGR valve and its associated components. By adhering to preventive maintenance measures, such as regular cleaning and electrical inspections, drivers can significantly enhance the longevity of the EGR system. Overall, a thorough and proactive approach not only helps in resolving existing DTCs, but also in preventing their future recurrence, ensuring the vehicle operates smoothly and efficiently. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.